Hi, I'm Chef Ben. Welcome here to the Chef School at Buehler's Fresh Foods. Today we're going to be making a delicious, easy, homemade mac and cheese. It is going to be awesome. So let's get started. So the first thing we're going to do is put our saute pan over medium heat. You don't want to go super hot with this while making the roux because it's really important that you don't overcook that and impart that flavor. So the first thing we're going to do is add our fat to the pan. So again, roux is equal parts of fat and flour. And we're gonna let that start to melt. And then we're gonna add our flour. All right, so we're gonna sprinkle in our flour and we're gonna mix that all together. You wanna make sure that there's no lumps. And what this is gonna do is this is going to thicken up our milk and cream mixture a lot, and serve as the base to make it that nice consistency for our sauce. All right, so that butter is melted. Everything there is nice and incorporated. So the next thing we're gonna do is add our milk and our cream. And again, you wanna continue to give this a good stir while you're doing this, just to make sure you don't end up with any lumps or anything like that. And we're just gonna continue to cook this until you start to see your sauce start to thicken up. And I like to add the salt and pepper now, because I think you're gonna get better distribution with that versus adding them after the cheeses. So I'm gonna go ahead and add those in. Right, now that everything is fully incorporated, I don't see any lumps or anything like that, I'm gonna switch over to using this spatula. So that's what we're gonna use to fold in the cheese and the rest of our ingredients. So you can start to see we're almost there. I'm just continually stirring this just to make sure that everything is fully incorporated. I'm not gonna end up with any lumps and things not cooking evenly. Start to see the edges are starting to simmer here. The sauce is starting to thicken up. All right, perfect. So that's what you're looking for as far as consistency. It's not gonna be super thick yet, but when we add all that cheese in, it's gonna create that nice mac and cheese consistency we're looking for. So next we're gonna fold in our delicious cheddar, the smoked Gouda, of course, and the Gruyere cheese. And I always turn off the heat again before I add in the cheese and everything like else. And you're just gonna move that around in the pan just to melt and fully incorporate that. One reason that sometimes like mac and cheese or something like that you make at home will end up grainy is actually the cheese gets overcooked and starts to break down. So we're gonna avoid that by turning off the heat. You can see that's coming together very nicely. All the cheese is starting to incorporate and melt. So next we're gonna put in our jalapenos. Place those in there. As well as some bacon. And again, you can customize this to your liking. If you're not a big jalapeno fan or don't eat pork or something like that, you can add in whatever ingredients you would like to make this delicious. All right, so this is what we're looking for. Everything is nice and smooth. The cheese has melted. We're just gonna add in our pasta that we cooked earlier. We're just gonna give that a stir. Stir until that's well incorporated. And there you have it. Simple as that, a nice, easy at-home mac and cheese. You can use your favorite pasta, your favorite cheeses, your favorite toppings and ingredients. It's gonna be fantastic. And there you have it, our delicious homemade mac and cheese. I'm Chef Ben. Thanks for tuning in to What's Cookin' with Buehler's Fresh Foods.